When I was growing up and when I was a teenager, the phrase being a born again Christian was kind of the test to see if someone was a for real Christian or not. I remember one time in my youth group, we handed out newspapers to people in a shopping plaza, and the question we asked them was, "Are you born again?" And if they said yes, that was kind of the end of the conversation. If they said no, then we tried to lead them to Christ. So in my experience, the phrase born again is an important one. But I always thought that it was something that Jesus kind of invented. But I think if we look a little more carefully, we'll see that he didn't really invent it. In fact, when he asked Nicodemus about it, don't you know that you need to be born of the water and the Spirit? Nicodemus didn't seem to understand what he was talking about, and Jesus was surprised. And I found out that in Ezekiel chapter 36, verses 25 to 35, that Ezekiel makes mention of being born of the water and the Spirit in a way that Jesus was talking about. And what Jesus was saying is, look, I'm here to fulfill this prophecy from Ezekiel, and you're one of the best educated leaders of the Jewish people, and you don't see the connection? I didn't realize that it had come from there. But even deeper than that, when Jesus was confronted by the Sadducees about life in the resurrection, he pointed out that in the Old Testament, that God was called the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, not the former God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, when they were still alive and still existed. No, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because they still exist. And so Jesus used that as an argument with the Pharisees. And at first, when I looked at that passage, that seemed kind of obscure too. But what Jesus is saying is this whole concept of resurrection and being born again is not new. It's been God's plan all along. It's been there from the very beginning. So don't be so surprised. So the big question is, are you born again?